Okay. Don't rip it. Okay, so we obviously need to do a little bit of practicing with graphing because it was not good. So let's go ahead and we're going to graph the system. I'll zoom in so you can see. Y equals 2/3 x plus 1 and y equals I know, just a second. -4 minus x. Unfold it. I folded it bathtub style. Okay, write them down. You guys, I don't have time to do this. You're gonna pretty much because we did not graph well, you're not gonna get nearly as much homework time. Okay, so I need you to lock in and pay attention. Okay, we are graphing and solving systems. So when you graph a system of equations, you graph both equations on the same axis. So look at the first one, the first equation up there. What's his y-intercept? His y-intercept is 1. Y-intercept, how do we know that, Owen, that's not slope? Okay, y-intercept is the one without the x. We always start at the y-intercept. So we're starting at 1 here. And what does the slope tell us to do? Up to, right 3. So remember, slope is rise over run. So up to right 3. Okay, that gives you the 2 dots. If you want more dots, you can go up to right 3 again, but you only need 2 dots to graph a straight line. Okay, draw your line in. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're not getting the rulers out. Mine? Okay, take a look at the second line. Take a look at the second equation. Here you go. What's his y-intercept? -4. -4. So I'm down here. What does the slope tell me? Well, what number is the slope? -1. So what does that tell me to do? Down 1 and right 1. Down 1 and right 1. Okay, so when we have -1, it's -1 and we always put it over 1 like that. You always put your slope over 1 if there's no number. So down 1, right 1. Okay, draw your line, please. Adrian, we don't need to reload our pen.
Good morning.
Okay, what?
Cool. You can't lie. It was pretty cool, though.
Okay. This is a system of equations. What is its solution? Yes, -3, -1. -3, -1 is where those two things cross. So its solution is -3, -1. Okay, I'm flipping over. We're going to do another one. Okay, how about y equals 1/4 x minus 2. Sorry, that's kind of crunched in there. I'm trying to make it so you can read it. And y equals 2x plus 1. Okay, please graph both equations on the same set of axes. Okay, start with their y-intercepts and do their slopes. Okay, do not have time to mess around. You gotta get on it. I mean, what do we do when the two terms have something in common? And that's like anything other than that. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. So you just use the two. Yep. Those are what? One over. Yep. So now your two is correct. What is the slope like to do? No. Oh. Well, if you started -2. Yeah, I gotta go with 4. Yes. Now what I would do, because you end up with lots of dots, draw your line before you do your second one. Okay. On that first line, what's the y-intercept? -2. Okay. What does the slope tell us to do? Up 1, right 4. You can't go if you're like, I'd really like another step in there. You can't really go to the right, so you just kind of deal with it. Okay, so here's our line. Something like that. On this guy, what's the y-intercept? Y-intercept is 1. What does the slope tell us to do? Yes, remember, if there's not a number, you put a 1 underneath it. So if it's not a fraction, so up 2 and write 1. Okay, and then you draw your line. Okay, now, here's my question. I'm going to zoom in on that so you can see it real good. Does that intersection point happen at a corner? So can we find the exact solution? So we have a problem. Okay, we'll come back to that problem in a minute. Let's do another example here. Okay, I would like you to graph y equals 3x plus 1 and y equals 3x minus 2. Okay, so remember, if your slope is not a fraction, you put a 1 underneath it. Because if you put a 1 underneath it, so it would be up 3. Yeah. I think you got them backwards. Right, this is your y-intercept, this is your slope, right? You have yours backwards too. Oh. This is your y-intercept. You have to start in that target. Right? So start first dot is always at this number, and then this tells you where to go. So up 3, right 1. This one starts at -2. Starts at -2. And the slope tells you to go up 3, right 1. Okay, so first one, what's the y-intercept? Y-intercept is 1. What does the slope tell us to do?
Go up 3.
Up 3 and right 1. Okay, so sometimes I like to make more dots so I can get my line straight without a ruler. It's not very, very straight. Okay, this guy, what's his y-intercept? -2. What's this slope tell me to do? Up 3, right 1. Up 3, right 1. Up 3, right 1. Okay, now. This is not very nice. Okay, now. Where do these cross? They never cross because they're parallel. Okay? Also, something that we have to think about when we're talking about solving systems by graph. Okay, now. I think I don't want to take the time to do another one. So get out your piece of paper from yesterday. You need your calculator. So if you don't have it, number 1, get your dang calculator when you come to class. But number 2, go get it. Okay, so we talked about, with this example right here, we found this one I made work nice for us. So sometimes you can solve by graphing and you can get the right answer. Most of the time when you solve by graphing, you can't because it doesn't cross right at the corner. Abby, turn around. Okay, Abby, I said. So what we have to do is we have to have a way to get those graphs exact. Okay, so I'm going to show you how your calculator does this. So you guys, here's the deal. Solving by graphing, if you're going to solve a system by graphing, you really only want to do this using your calculator. Otherwise, it's not likely to be exact. So that's the first thing I want to say. We're talking about solving by graphing. Usually, as in 99% of the time, you want to use your calculator. Now, I want you to write this down on your paper. I want you to write down this website. It's ti84calc.com. Good. ti84calc.com is an online version of our same calculator. So the things that I show you in class will be, Gabe, what do you need? Okay. The things that I show you in class, you can actually do at home. So you can't look at me and go, I can't do my homework. Guess what? You can. So, let me show you how to do this. I think I can maybe do this split screen. I'll show you what it looks like. So ti84calc.com comes up like this. You either want to read the manual, which you don't, you want to just start your calculator. Okay, so it comes up and looks just like your calculator. You got to deal with a couple ads in there. That's annoying, but it is what it is. Okay, so this is a lot. Okay. Okay, so here's this. So I want to show you. I that, and it's going to be easiest if I just get my calculator and show you. Okay, so we're going to use our calculator to graph some equations here, because your calculator does that. So we're going to solve the system y equals 2x minus 3 and y equals 1/2 x plus 1. Okay, I just made that up, so I don't know if it will be nice answers or decimals or anything else. I have no clue. Guess we'll see. So write that down. I'm going to tell you how your calculator does this. Okay, so to put an equation into your calculator. Okay, to put an equation into your calculator, you go to y equals, which is your very top left button. Okay, so to put an equation into your calculator, you go to y equals, top button.
Wait, what?
you see it? Should look like this. Yours looks nicer than mine. I'll get one that looks like yours. So if you have, really, if you have stuff in there, you can clear it. My other classes use these, so if there's equations in there, just clear them. So it should look like this though. Okay, got some colors. It's all fancy. So all you do, the y equals is already there. You're going to type in 2x minus 3. Now, the x is right here next to the alpha. It has a couple other letters on it, but this is the easiest place to get the x. So you literally type in 2x minus 3. Just like that. So if you're putting the equation in your calculator, type the y equals and then put the equation in. So 2x minus 3. Okay, now we got to put in the other one. So go down because you're going to use the second equation there. I'm not going to put that in your little notes thing because you have a brain and you can use it. Okay, we're going to do 1/2 x. So how do you get a fraction? Do you remember?
Alpha and then the x being 0.
Yep, alpha and then the same guy, right? Alpha this. There's your equation, or your fraction, I mean. So 1/2, and then put your x on again, plus 1. Now, everybody got that? Okay, so what we're going to do, if you just want a graph, you're going to hit graph. Oh, you know, we've put equations in here before. We did it when we were doing other stuff. So if you hit graph, which is the far right button, it will bring you up to a graph. And you should see your 2 lines. There are some times when you won't see the 2. You should mostly see the 2 lines, though. Yes?
Mine says like something's wrong with it.
What is it?
Yeah. That's what mine says.
Okay, so that means if you go back to your y equals. Okay, so if you have an error, go back to your y equals, and probably your plot, you have a plot on. Do you have a dark box around those plots? Yep, so go up to the top and hit enter. That turns it on or off, like you probably have plot 1 on. Go up there, hit enter, and then hit graph again. Should work just fine. Now, you guys, this is the coolest thing. Not the coolest thing, but it's cool. Your calculator will find the intersection point for you. You typed it in wrong.
No. Oh my gosh, mine's just like way bigger.
Okay, you zoom number. No, just a second. Okay, so Camden says his looks different. So if yours looks different than mine, you could try zoom. A number 6 will take you back to a normal screen. So zoom is the top middle, number 6. Still no?
Mine did one of them and I took away.
Okay, so then it says go to. See where it says go to? Do zoom, number 6. This will take you to wherever it is.
Number CAs.
Okay, so if you go to do, see right up here above the trace, it says calc. That's not short for calculator, it's short for calculation. So we're going to do blue and that calc up there. So, let me write on my paper. To find the intersection point, you're going to do second and trace. Okay, so you should come up with a list that looks like this. Do you get it? Now, when you read down the list, what do you see that's what we want? Yeah, intersects. Number 5. You guys, you can just hit the number 5 or you can use the down arrows and hit enter. I like to just hit the 5 because it's shorter. Now, it takes you back to your graph. Now, listen carefully. This is super easy. It says first curve. You just have to hit enter. You only have one. Second one, it's just verifying, do you want them to find where does the blue line and the red line cross? Hit enter again. It says guess. You don't even have to worry about that. Just hit enter. So really, it's 3 enters. 1, 2, 3 is the intersection point. There's no way we were going to find those numbers if we graphed it by hand. Okay. So, and then enter, enter, enter. So our answer is the coordinate point. So 2.6 repeating, comma, 2.3 repeating, which you should be getting from the very bottom of your calculator down there. Okay, we're going to do another one so that you can see how to do this again. I'll talk you through it, but this time we're not writing. Okay, so we're going to solve y equals 4x minus 2 and y equals 2x plus 1. Okay, so first place you go is y equals. No, you don't want that there. We're done using that one, so get rid of it. Hit clear. And then I like to clear all of them, so I start new, but you can clear them one at a time. It doesn't matter. Okay, 4x minus 2 first. And 2x plus 1. Okay, all right, I like to look at it. So I'm going to take a make a graph. Graph, make a graph. You literally hit graph. 1, 2. What?
My graph is like the axis is like lined up.
Okay.
How do I do that?
Zoom and 6.
Oh, I see.
6. Okay. So you typed in that and said, yeah, there you go. Okay. You guys, there's a super popular mistake. Okay, so you gotta go back in, get rid of the times that's after the X. So just delete that.
What?
No, you can wait. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, there's our 2 things. Listen, if you don't like the way it looks, zoom 6. Takes you back to the normal screen. That is negative 10 to positive 10 and negative 10 to positive 10 on the X and the Y. Now, where do we go if we're going to find the intersection point? Second trace. Number 5, and then enter 3 times. 1, 2, 3. There's your answer. You guys, this is like the best thing in the world. You don't have to solve by hand. If you're graphing, you don't have to graph by hand. Okay, so we've got the coordinate point 1.5, comma 4. That's it. We talked about checking yesterday. You can check, but frankly, I always think if I put it in right, I probably got the right answer. So I don't always check these. That's the honest truth. Okay, so this one I want you to try without me talking in your ear. So see if y equals negative 3x plus 2 and y equals 5x minus 3. Okay, you try it, see what you get, and then compare. Is the board flashing?
Yeah.
Okay, I keep catching on the corner of my eye. Okay, see what you get, and then compare with the person sitting next to you, see if they got the same thing. Okay, if you have technical difficulties, let me know.
Do we round on those?
Nope.
What is this like alternate second trace?
Number 5 is intersect. Right? You see it up there? And then enter. Did you do it? No, I wouldn't round it.
I don't think.
Oh, I bet you did it. You're right. Did you do second trace first? Did you do number 5? Yeah, that's not. It's the same thing. They both have a cotangent. What do you do? Stop!
Say something.
Don't do it that many times. 5. Takes you there. Enter.
What did you get? Oh my goodness. Israel? Oh, 0 point.
No, go wrong. Are they like terms, Trevor?
64. Yeah, okay, we got it right.
No, you're going.
Israel. So what do I do after?
Okay.
Israel.
Second trace.
That turns.
What do you do? What one do you want? This is intersect, right? And then enter. I did know that.
He did ask. That's not kind.
No, not very kind. Okay, so you should have gotten 0.625 and 0.125. Okay, now, if you did not get 3 decimals, I want you to do one thing for me. Okay, listen carefully. If you got 3 decimals, don't do this, but go to mode, because I know McKinley had this problem. Go to mode. Right here over on the left, you want that to say float. Right there. Does McKinley's though? Yours probably said 1, is my guess. Okay. All right. Probably says float. You can tell if you're back on your main screen, it will say float up at the top. You want it to be float.
How do we get back to the main?
Quit. Second quit. Second in mode. Okay. I want you to try one more, and we'll see if we can resolve the last bits of technical difficulties before we move on.
Mine like originally said what like everyone else has said, and then it's like changed.
That's weird. We'll see what happens this time. So let's start with y equals 2x minus 4 and y equals 0.75x plus 1. Okay, see what you can do. Now you're solving this, please, using your calculator to grab. Only 2.
Something
Is it a good one?
maximum challenge. That's not correct.
So write down. What numbers do you see on the bottom? What numbers did I write down on the other ones? So remember, folks, yesterday we talked about that your solution is x and y because you have x and y in your equation. So what is your solution? 4. You're done. Like, this is super easy. Now, let's talk about this. You need you to listen because we're changing the rules just a little bit. Let's say we have the equations y equals 2x minus 3. And then we have 2x plus 3y is equal to 10. Okay, so we have a problem. Liam, pick your head up. What is the problem? The y needs to be by itself. Our calculator does not graph things. This is standard form. We talked about that first semester. That's in standard form, that second one. It has to be in y equals mx plus b form, which is why we talked about it yesterday. So what do you have to do to get this to y equals mx plus b?
Subtract by 2x and then divide by 3.
Yes, subtract by 2x and then divide by 3. Listen to me very carefully. Two things. Number one, you always move the x thing away from the y thing. Number two, you always divide by the thing in front of the y. Okay? Move the x thing, divide by the thing in front of the y if there is one. Every time it will work. Here's the cool thing. Your calculator does not need you to do the division. So you can put it into your calculator exactly like this. You just have to use the fraction key. Okay, so let's go back to our y equals. Okay, we're going to type in y equals 2x minus 3. Cameron, I want you to type for me, please. 2x minus 3. And this guy, just make the fraction. So second in the x thing, and then type the top of the fraction and the bottom of the fraction. Your calculator will handle that just fine, so you do not have to divide. So there's a little bit of good news. Where you do have to get y by itself, your calculator will graph it just fine for you, as long as you move the x and divide by the y. Okay, so go ahead, find that intersection point for me, please. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, what do you get for the first one? For x, what do you get for x? Yep. Now, the y's a little weird because it gave this to us as a fraction. That's okay. What is it? 7/4. If you don't like the fraction, go back to your main screen, right? You quit out of that, so second quit, and do 7 divided by 4. It's 1.75. Your calculator did that because we put this in as a fraction. That's why it gave us a fraction back. Okay, so if you put things in as a fraction, it will give you a fraction back if it can. Okay, now you guys try this one for me, please. There you go. Cameron, question? No, just I'm sure you accidentally paused it. Just see that little spinning wheel there? Watch. See the spinning wheel? You just need to pause it. And then when you unpause it, you can.
With that first interesting.
Did you gotta do second trace first? Okay, go quit. And then go to y equals. This guy got turned on. Go up. And down. Yeah. Now it's graph. Or do whatever you want to do. Just
Oh. Pretty.
You're still doing my first one though, right?
So what we need is I'll just
I'll shut these guys off. Just go all the way up. And here, go over to No. Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's quit. You're in advance. That's okay. Just quit.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now go back to
Four to the four.
There you go, now go up
Four
here
to the
and enter,
It's very much.
and then go over it.
Ruined everything.
Now they're off.
No, it's not. Speaking of lost.
Looks like mine, right?
When you lost.
Yeah.
What?
I know, I was saying that.
Okay. So we got to talk about rearranging here. So what do we have to do to get y by itself?
Minus 3x.
Yep, minus 3x. So always move the x thing and then divide by the thing with the y. So this is y equals 9 minus 3x divided by 5. So your graph should look like this. Oh, shoot, not that, that. Okay. As long as you put them in, it could have just slightly different scaling on the x and y. That's okay. Second trace, number 5, and 3 enters. Yuck. Oh, I have 3x minus 1. My fault. There we go, Nora. That's why ours look different, because I have mine wrong. Okay. Oh, do you guys get that? Okay. So that's 0.2 repeating and 1.6 repeating. There you go. There's your answer. Okay. Here's what's gonna happen. We're pretty much done with our lesson, but I really don't have enough time to assign you homework. Very lucky. So we'll give you a quick review Monday. Then I will give you approximately 10 minutes to work on your homework, and then we'll start our next lesson because we're already behind where I wanted to be. Listen, no giving up. I don't get this. You gotta.
I wanna go back to geography. Yeah, I did. I was lost in thought. I didn't. Not one. I didn't do it. I told you not to do it.
I said it like 17 times.
I got lost in thought.
Did you write the things down, Gabe?
What?
Did you write everything down?
Yeah. I wrote all the stuff down.
Did you go back and look at that when you were lost in the sauce?
No.
Well, hello.
When you're lost in the sauce, you can't find your way.
Oh my God.
That's what happens when you don't know what you're doing. Go back and look at your notes.
Thank God.
Like that's the first thing I'm gonna say to you.
I'm not that smart.
Well, get that.
Because it's raining now.
What happened if I drop it? You're like,
Dude, now we just have to deal. I have to deal with all this today.
Goodbye, folks. Have a good weekend.
No, actually.
Like I should have brought.
ouch.